Death becomes a constant companion above 26,000 feet. The highest peaks of the Himalayas remain largely uninhabited for many profound reasons. The air itself is the first killer. At sea level, we breathe 21% oxygen. Near Mount Everest summit, it drops to a mere 7%. That is almost two-thirds less. This extreme lack of oxygen leads to hypoxia. Your body starves for air. Brain cells die in minutes. Haze causes brain swelling. This leads to confusion, disorientation, and coma. Haze fills your lungs with fluid. It feels like drowning on dry land. A simple walk becomes a monumental effort. Moving one leg can feel like lifting 100 pounds. Temperatures plunge to deadly levels. Winter can drop below minus 40 degrees Celsius. Winds often howl over 200 kilometers per hour. Wind chill makes it feel colder. Exposed skin freezes in seconds. Frostbite is an everyday risk. Losing fingers, toes, or limbs is common. Many high-altitude porters bear the scars. Blizzards strike without warning. Visibility drops to zero. A sunny day turns into a whiteout quickly. The weather here is maliciously unpredictable. The ground itself is a moving thread. The Himalayas are young mountains. They grow taller by 1 centimeter each year. This is due to the Indian tectonic plate colliding with the Eurasian plate. This collision spans 50 million years. It creates immense geological instability. Earthquakes are frequent. Small tremors trigger massive avalanches. Rockfalls are also a constant danger. A car-sized boulder can tumble without warning. It sweeps away anything in its path. Building a stable home on such shifting ground is nearly impossible. Water is also a critical issue. While snow and ice cover peaks, it is not readily usable. Melting snow requires fuel. Fuel is scarce and heavy to transport. Without sufficient water, dehydration sets in rapidly. This exacerbates altitude sickness. Sanitation is non-existent. Waste accumulates. This poses a serious health risk. Even getting clean water is an expedition. There is no infrastructure, no roads reach these extreme altitudes. No power lines run the ridges. No sewage systems exist. Hospitals are thousands of feet below. Rescue operations are incredibly difficult and dangerous. They involve specialized helicopters and experienced mountaineers. A single rescue can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are no schools, no shops, no services of any kind. Survival depends entirely on what you carry. Economically, there is nothing to sustain life. No agriculture is possible. Soil is non-existent or frozen. The growing season is too short. There is no industry. No mining operations exist. Tourism is limited to expeditionary climbing that provides temporary work for few people. A permanent community would require unimaginable investment. It would yield zero return. Nobody can farm. Nobody can trade. Nobody can live self-sufficiently. It is a truly barren existence. Human bodies are simply not designed for such extremes. Our hearts struggle to pump blood. Our lungs gasp for air, our brains become sluggish, digestion slows, muscle mass wastes away. Appetite disappears, sleep is difficult at such altitudes. Many climbers report vivid hallucinations. Some experience paranoia. Others suffer extreme apathy. The human body fights itself to stay alive. Even acclimatized individuals cannot stay indefinitely. After a few weeks or months, the body breaks down. Long-term exposure leads to permanent damage. This includes heart, lungs, and brain. Historically, few brave explorers attempted these high passes. Ancient trade routes skirted lower elevations. They never ventured into the death zone. The first successful Everest ascent happened in 1953. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay made history, but hundreds of people died trying to follow. Some estimates suggest over 300 deaths on Everest alone. Many bodies remain on the mountain. They are preserved by the cold. It is too dangerous to retrieve them. This stark reality serves as a grim warning. The highest settlements are found around 4,500 meters. These are places like Namche Bazaar in Nepal. Even there, life is incredibly harsh. Survival depends on tourism and traditional farming. Above 5,000 meters, permanent settlements are almost unheard of. Beyond 6,000 meters, it is purely temporary. It is for expeditions, not for living. The psychological toll is immense. Constant vigilance is required. One mistake can be fatal. The sheer scale of the mountains makes everything feel insignificant. The cost of living for anyone residing at extreme altitudes would be astronomical. Every single item would need to be carried in. Food, water, shelter, building materials, all of it. Resupplying would be a nightmare. Transporting thousands of pounds over treacherous terrain is needed. This would require hundreds of porters or expensive helicopter flights. No government or private entity found a viable economic model for permanent habitation. Resources required far outweigh any potential benefit. Furthermore, the isolation is profound. There are no neighbors, no emergency services. You are truly alone against the elements. Nearest towns are days or weeks of strenuous travel away. Communication can be unreliable. Satellite phones offer connection, but are expensive. They too can fail. Living in such an extreme environment tests human endurance limits. It pushes individuals to their absolute breaking point. Resilience is not just a virtue, it is a necessity for mere survival. The harsh reality is high Himalayas are not meant for human residence. They are a realm of raw, untamed nature. They demand respect, they command fear, they showcase the ultimate power of the planet, they remind us of our own fragility. Perhaps it is best this way. Some places should remain untouched. They should be visited with extreme caution. They should be admired from distance. The silence there is deafening. The beauty is breathtaking, but dangers equally immense. It is a world where every breath is a conscious effort. Every step is a gamble. Every moment is a test of will.